2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Patterson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, an even 90 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Amendola set to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanford. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
At their own 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
He's brought
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Working with a 2nd and 3. Patterson on the carry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Danny Shelton made the stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These two teams all tied after 1. Pickup of 8 leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
30 on second down. Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To Cordero Patterson.
From 10 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Brought down by
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears' 1st down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they thought they were going to break the time, the defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking deep now for Amendola. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now left side on the swing pass. Bring it! And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive going for 14 and the first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Well, Stafford for the 42 is intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are an extra from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
For 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gets it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing on third and long. Stafford, he's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Stafford looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through.
You got to figure down by the goal line, this is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
10.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the...
And guys, man, complete. Try. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Stafford to his 2nd-year tight end, Hockenson, for a Lion 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point. Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. Get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The Raider for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Robinson.
2 yards on the touchdown there. Then the Bears cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 48. Bears 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And a big turnover as his guys will get the football back. I know it appeared he was was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and goal at the 1-yard line. Today's final score, Lions 48,